Bombshell claim that Terence "Bud" Crawford is concealing a significant shoulder injury just days before his historic bout with Canelo Alvarez has rocked the boxing world. This rumor has raised a troubling question by transforming the dream combat into a potential nightmare. Is Crawford hurt when he enters the ring? Insiders have warned that this secret injury might change everything, and the rumors that started out gently have now become a loud commotion.
Now it's a bigger risk. You get hit on the shoulder, ooh, you felt that. And it drains you. You know, you get
like
hit
a little energy bar.
Yeah. You get hit with it. I've been in there with heavyweights in this ring. You could block 3 punches. Boom, 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 man. You gotta get yourself together. He ain't even laying clean. But he's such a big, strong man that you feel it. Boom. My elbow. Boom. He half caught me on my liver, half caught me on my elbow. Man, you gotta deal with that. You gotta deal with that. So, but what works for me is the fact that I'm not afraid of a bigger man. My stamina, physically stronger than what meets the eye. And I'm hitting hard enough to get respect. And then I just keep going. And then you start to see like we're even, then the big guy starts to wear down. That's what's always benefited in the Olympics. Sparring sessions.
Leading the campaign was former world champion Tim Bradley, who questioned Crawford's heart in addition to the injury. Bradley attacked Crawford in a furious tirade, claiming that these reports were merely prefabricated justifications for a possible defeat. He maintained that genuine champions persevere through all obstacles. Thus, even if Crawford was seriously hurt, he need to be prepared for combat. Bradley made it clear that there were no justifications. His direct remarks rocked the sport, portraying the incident as a test of Crawford's will to overcome obstacles in what might be the greatest battle of his life rather than just an injury. However, Bradley wasn't the only legend who voiced doubt.
Crawford 100%. Crawford is 100%. If he ain't 100%, he 90%. He's still gonna fight. He's still gonna fight. That's just what it is. Forget that shoulder. Bro, this is what we signed up for. This is part of being a fighter. That's what it's part of. This is what you wanted. This is what you got. This is what comes with it. That's it. Stop making excuses. No team. Winner takes all on this one.
Crawford would still be at serious risk even if he were perfectly healthy. Prominent figures like Shawn Porter, a former rival, and Oscar De La Hoya have expressed grave concerns. It's about a harsh reality rather than an injury. The strength and size of Canelo Alvarez. De La Hoya reminded everyone of an incident from years before in which Yurkis Gamboa, a 130-pound natural, visibly shaken Crawford. He posed a terrifying query. If Crawford is injured by a lesser fighter, what will happen if Canelo, who weighs 175 pounds and has faced strong opponents all of his career, hits him? Porter had similar concerns, questioning Crawford's capacity to endure Canelo's brutal blows for 12 grueling rounds. Both of them presented a somber image of a smaller, technical combatant attempting to outwit a strong force that is out to get him.
Do you feel that Terence has a shot in beating Canelo Alvarez?
That's the million-dollar question, because I'm a historian. I love boxing. I love watching it. I love studying it. I know it inside out. When I watched Terence Crawford get rattled and rocked by Yurkis Gamboa, who's a natural 30-pounder, that to me is going to be a huge problem when he gets hit by Canelo, who's a natural, super middleweight, maybe?
But Crawford, his downfall can be his heart. His downfall can be, his abilities to stand in there with you and trade punches. Because if you get caught by Canelo's punch, you're going down. You're gonna get knocked out. So this fight, I have it a close decision for Crawford if it goes to decision, and late knockout between the 7th and 10th rounds for.
Despite all of this criticism and anxiety, Terence Crawford himself maintains his composure. When questioned directly about the rumors, he laughed them off rather than just denying them. He referred to the rumors as antics at a recent media engagement, asking reporters where they learned that he had a shoulder injury. He showed no signs of pain as he freely moved his arms to illustrate his point. He maintained that his detractors' claims that he was hurt, unfit, or slowing down were all unfounded. Crawford exuded complete self-assurance, presenting himself as not only in good health but also in top physical condition for the battle that will determine his legacy. However, the rumors persisted in spite of his composed manner, supported by what some consider to be convincing proof.
You see you've got a shoulder injury. Do you have a shoulder injury or is that just rubbish?
Where I got a shoulder injury, I think people coming up with their own, antics. Terence Crawford got a shoulder injury, Terence Crawford out of shape, Terence Crawford slow, Terence Crawford. Yeah, they coming up with all kinds of stuff.
Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. What one, think of me doesn't, move me or anything. They can't fight for him. They can't fight for me. So, their opinion doesn't matter at the end of the day in my eyes or in my feelings, because I've been doubted my whole career, my whole life in boxing. So, I've been told I would never be where I'm at now. I was told that, I needed to get another job because I wasn't going to be world champion. So many things that I've been told in my life, I just feel like, okay, well, just watch me do it, and with my self-belief in myself, I don't care what nobody else say because I'm comfortable in my own skin.
Rumors.
Yeah, my shoulder messed up, everyone. So don't tell Canelo. It may be the right, maybe the left, but it's both of them. I'm having problems with my shoulders. Shh, keep that under wraps.
This injury served as the smoking gun for those who had doubts. They contend that Crawford would undoubtedly deny any harm. It would be a grave mistake to acknowledge one's vulnerability right before taking on a formidable opponent like Canelo. Three main factors are cited by critics. Recovery gets more challenging around age 37. He hasn't been in the ring for more than a year, and if he loses the fight, his injuries will probably be used as his primary justification. Fans of boxing are divided as a result of this, wondering if Crawford is telling the truth or engaging in a high-stakes game of deceit.
Let's show the receipts on what I'm talking about Canelo Alvarez. Break it down, Bud's gone.
When he was just hitting me in the arm, it was kind of making my arm drop rather than being able to retain with it.
How does power feel?
Yeah, he's strong. He punch every time hard.
Your arm? How is it? Is it pretty bruised? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Damn, that hurt. Damn, that hurt. Those are light heavyweights. Big men who, while they're blocking, their arms are getting destroyed. Not welterweight. I understand what you hope. I'm talking about what we can measure. Bud is a welterweight. He ain't gonna be able to block. You get what I'm saying?
Crawford's dramatic physical transformation to confront Canelo heightens the mystery. His recent pictures have people in awe, and he has advanced 2 weight classes. He has a strong build and looks more like a bodybuilder than a welterweight. A heated discussion has been triggered by this. Is this change a risk, or is it his covert weapon, a physique built to endure Canelo's strength? According to some insiders, his shoulder may be having trouble because of the tremendous effort required to gain so much heft so rapidly. This change can be the secret of his success or the cause of his demise. A wager that won't be known until the battle starts. And just as it appeared that the story was straightforward, some perceptive onlookers detected something peculiar about his opponent.
Saying, I'm hearing from a close source that Terence Crawford's shoulder that he had surgery on has been flaring up in camp. Have you heard any? I mean, this always happens. Big fights, big rumours. I'm guessing you haven't heard anything about a potential injury?
No, I hadn't. And you get these things coming into fight weeks, and he needs to be at 100%. If it's a serious injury, he's going to struggle in this fight. Because he's going to need all his wherewithal against Canelo, who's a much smarter fighter than people widely give him credit for. You speak to all those who've been in the ring with him, and they all say how clever he is. Suddenly he's in range, suddenly he's out of range, that his footwork is much more deft and subtle than he's given credit for. I hope he's fit, because he's going to need it.
And Coach, they say that Crawford got injured, and then is that true? What people say that? 100%. He's ready for the fight for this Saturday. You gotta say that in the news, right? In the news. You got it. Thank you very much.
While everyone's attention is on Crawford's shoulder, Canelo's camp has begun to show some concerning signals. According to many commentators, Canelo hasn't appeared to be his dominant self in recent bouts. Instead, he has been slower, less explosive, and has used less combinations. While some attribute it to a persistent hand ailment, others speculate that he may finally be aging. The video that recently showed Canelo stepping off his private plane was the most concerning red flag. He seemed shaky, and some people said he looked exhausted or even strange. Although his team dismissed it, some think it could be an indication of a difficult and harmful weight cut. The stakes have abruptly altered. Could it be that, despite everyone's concerns over Crawford's injury, Canelo Alvarez's weariness is the true weakness?
We are ready here in Vegas, ready for Saturday, September 13th. Thanks, Riyadh Season and Turkey Al-Ashir. We're ready.
They talk a lot about the knee of Canelo. They talk a lot of the shoulder of Crawford. It is all rumors.
It all comes down to one last compelling query. Are we seeing the heartbreaking story of a wounded soldier who heroically hides a crippling injury as he faces an unwinnable battle? Or is this a cunning ploy by a strategist who is aware that his opponent is the real problem? Photographic evidence, supposition, and a wall of denial continue to obfuscate the truth. There is just one thing that is for sure. The hard reality of the battle itself will silence all the rumors and whispers when these two legends eventually square off in the ring.
So, that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.